Alright, hello and welcome. My name is Codename Sparrow and today I'm playing Long Live the Queen. Alright. Let's start flattery and court manners. Flattery, I might try flattery and public speaking. So what I need to do, so I think I want to boost my royal demeanor as well as my intrigue. But I don't know what boosts intrigue, so it must be one of the moods I don't have yet. So do I have angry? No, I don't have angry, so it must be angry, cheerful, willful, or pressured. But alright, I think I might just try and boost up my cheerful, because I think lonely's is at max. Boost my cheerful and then try and do something to get rid of my loneliness. Alright. A certain class of dramatic personality believes utterly that they're ugly and unpopular, even if it is untrue. Flattering their appearance will make them pull away and mistrust you. Instead, compliment their intelligence. This tends to be their weakness. Most people want to believe that they are special and will react well to hints that they are receiving slightly better treatment than others. However, too obvious favoritism will stir resentment, and only the vain enjoy it. The most reliable form of flattery is to convey that you honestly like the target, and enjoy spending time with them, and wish them to think well of you. You borrow the menu for an upcoming banquet and practice delivering it as a dramatic speech to an audience of confused chambermaids. You learn about debate techniques and practice them by trying to convince a castle gardener why a new fountain would be a good idea. Your teacher assigns you to create and memorize a short speech of your own. Danion, Duke of Mary, Earl of Serenitatis? Serenitatis, yeah. Your Highness, my sympathies for your loss. Even after all these years, I sometimes forget that my own mother will never be coming back. Thank you. However, I must call for your aid. The Ixionite occupation of the country of Imbrium has gone on for too long. Now is the time to push back. I know there's been some problems with Ixion, but I don't know the details. I guess they're occupying southern Marie. I don't know anything about the military. I don't want to fight. There must be a peaceful way to settle this. I will send for diplomats from Ixion to try to come to some arrangement. Thank you, Your Highness. +1 yielding. If I might say so, you are looking particularly lovely this day. I hope you will think fondly of me. Is he flirting with me? He's almost as old as my father. So I want to talk to my dad. Dad, what happens to Mum's lumen crystal? It's in a safe place. Can I have it? No. But it's mine, so +1 willful. Meddling with magic killed your mother. I don't want that to happen to you. Once you're crowned queen, I can't stop you from doing anything you want, but for now you are still my child. So what's my mood? So, absolutely nothing changed. Damn it. And I'm almost... yeah, flattery's at 100%. So I'm almost buffed out of those. So I might try my history, because otherwise I'd go with royal demeanor or intrigue. But at the moment I think, so if we're going for a smart queen, I think history's alright as well. Because I've got a penalty for both royal demeanor and intrigue, so I don't want to do that. So what did I want? History. Yep, alright. Novus History involves an endless slew of names and dates, even as small as it's become. There are 10 dukedoms, no, 11 now, plus the royal line. You hope no one expects you to memorize every lineage. You study the relationships of Nova and its nearest neighbors. The borders have been mostly peaceful in recent years, except for the problems with Ixion to the south. However, trouble may be brewing in Piraeus as well, so this was just too late. If I had done this last week, I'd have got that. The representative from Ixion is here. Be careful, no one wants to give up prizes that they have won. You have the full support of my sister and myself, Your Highness. Let's get this over with. I failed my history. Your Royal Highness, thank you for granting me this audience. I'm sure we can come to an amicable agreement. Let bygones be bygones, though. We will forget about your unprovoked attacks on us, and you will transfer the rights to this little province. We can be good neighbours again, without any lives being lost. So, not being very smart, failing all my history over here. So I want to execute him. Execute him might get up my willful and angry stats. And I don't think I have the presence with royal demeanor to be able to bluff him. No. No. But that will likely... That will likely start a war. I think this is my best bet. You are trespassing on our lands. You will withdraw your troops at once. Only then will we have peace. Threaten to attack. My soldiers are poised to destroy you. Withdraw now. Then I'm very sorry we were not able to come to an agreement. I guess now we have to fight. Dang it. So I want more cheerful. Yep. So can't do that, so I'm just gonna buff up my history. Which I should have buffed up before, but oh well. No individual may hold more than one dukedom, but nobles seek noble spouses, so titles often come together before being parcelled out to heirs. Your father is Duke of Caloris, and his brother is Duke of Mazomba. Bryn, Duchess of Hellas, is sister to Banian, Duke of Marie, and so on. 4 years ago, the Duchess of Hellas tried to foment an insurrection in northern Ixion, just over the Galban river border. Not only did that fail, but in retaliation, Ixion pushed troops into northern Marie, and they are still refusing to leave. Okay, so... Well, just when all that stuff is over. Oh well. You receive a report on the outcome of the battle against the Ixionites. You succeeded in driving them out of Marie, but it cost you almost a full battalion of soldiers and a great deal of material. You lost 1,032 soldiers. The Duke of Marie will be happy, but he could have done better. But we could have done better. So that gives me some angry as well, so that's good. So I need cheerful. I'm afraid. Cheerful. Quite want to be yielding, lonely, cheerful. Just a little bit willful. So. Yep. Oh, cool, I've got a 55 bonus on history now. Yep, so let's keep on doing this. Erisy, Duchess of Lila, is the mother of the Duchess of Mead, the mother-in-law of the Duke of Kigal, and the stepmother of the future Duke of Elith. People sometimes call her Nova's Eastern Queen. Erisy, Duchess of Lila. Tombula, to the north, underwent a peasant revolution shortly after you were born. The nobles either fled or were killed, and the new rulers have so far refused to establish official diplomatic ties with Nova. While they are not friendly, neither are they enemies, at least not yet. So to the north. There is a woman here to see you. She wishes crowdfunding for a project, but I haven't done any economic stuff, so I'm gonna refuse her. Thank you for seeing me, Royal Highness. I come to you on behalf of the people. I wish to build a hospital where any citizen afflicted with disease can be brought for treatment. Putting all the sick people together, wouldn't that just make them die even faster? We are not interested. Well, alright. Let's keep on doing this. So my history is going up quite a bit. But I need to... The Duchy of Sadbury is currently held in regency by Countess Leake of Dis for her daughter Gwenelle, who is your age. She inherited the duchy last year upon the death of her father. Ah, whoops. Southeast lies the domain of Telasea, with which we have enjoyed fairly cordial relations. Sedna, their chief province, borders the Novan Duchy of Eleth, and nobles from 2 provinces have been known to intermarry. The Duchy of Lila was not part of the pre-imperial Nova domain, but the western range of the Yevon nomads, a faction of Yeveni who wished to settle, offered their alliance willingly to a Novan queen, and their chief was named a duke. Whoops! I should have noticed that and buffed up my other ones. You are requested to stand in judgment. A woman has been convicted of attempted murder and requests the mercy of the crown. Your Highness, the slattern dares to beg pardon when she admits that she tries to poison my sister under her own roof. Which sister? Coruscant, the Duchess of Mead. So, yes! I managed to pass this. His other full sister is the wife of the Duke of Kigel, and his mother is the Duchess of Lila. Family ties are complicated. Is she alright? She is unharmed. We caught the culprit in the kitchens before anyone could eat her foul stew. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's justice, it is. Them devils killed me brother and broke me mam's heart. Lied to her, they did, when she went to see why he'd not come back. Said he'd gone for a soldier, when he never would. He weren't the only one, neither. I waited 10 years for me chance to get me own back. That's justice. You see, she's completely unrepentant. Hang her and be done with it. This might have something to do with the last Duke of Mead. He was involved in all sorts of scandals. Okay, so I haven't had this one before. Ask the Earl of Eo about her story. I need to know if she has any justification for her actions. However, directly accusing a noble of murder would create an uproar. We must be circumspect. Is it possible that a relative of this woman may have met an untimely demise at some point in the past? That is not impossible. However, if that were the case, it would still have nothing to do with Coruscant. The person who might have been involved is already dead and buried, and not much missed. Well then, as you see, divine justice has already been carried out. You blamed an innocent woman, one who might have had sympathy for you if you had told her the truth. Not all nobles are the same. I never thought. You'll have time to think about your actions in the dungeons. She should be hanged. She acted for the love of her sibling. Surely you can understand that. No one else needs to die. Okay, so cheerful is out, so I need to get rid of my loneliness. What's the opposite to loneliness? Pressured. But that will also unbuff my cheerful. Oh, hold on. Willful and angry. I have neither of those. Let's work on the plot. My father says I can't have the crystal until I'm queen, so we'll just have to wait. There may not be time to wait. The world is filled with dangers, and you'll need the powers of Illumin to fight them. You can't begin training until you have bonded with your crystal. Well, what else am I supposed to do about it? The crystal is probably held under guard in the royal treasury. You are the princess. You should be able to find a way inside. Otherwise, you might have to take drastic action. What drastic action? What do you mean by drastic action? Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Try to reach the crystal. If you can't, come and talk to me again. Oh, so what's my mood? Cheerful. Yes, fine. Oh, finally changed my mood. So, get a bonus to conversation and athletics, and penalty to weapons, intrigue, and military. More intrigue. More intrigue penalties. Damn it. Okay, well, let's... So my history's still got a 1 buff, so I'll do that. World history, world history. And hope I can buff up my... and hope I can finally find the thing that will buff my intrigue.